Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Total Body Submersion Drown Proof, where we're going to help proof your lives to not drown in and out the water. We're bringing back our special guest, Jessica Singleton, and we want to talk about our hair journey when it comes to protective hairstyles. So, bring it to the stage, Miss Jessica. What's the name of your business?
Electric Soul, hair salon,
Lex.
hair designs,
Yes, we need to have some
all
lightning
the
strikes
things.
coming in.
Yes,
Yes. And you have some hair growth oil too, right?
I do. But it's not like your average hair growth oil.
Yeah.
When I created it, I wanted it to be um kind of built off of science, I guess, like how the scalp and the hair works. Typically, when people create hair growth serums, oils, they go like a heavier route because they're trying to give off this illusion of moisture, but you don't get moisture from oil. So I wanted to use like a carrier oil that was light enough to penetrate into the scalp, the skin, and just kind of follow up with the essential oils that will help to stimulate and promote hair growth and healthy skin. Because
Okay.
I think that people forget that your scalp is still skin. It just has hair coming out of. I mean, hair comes out of
Yeah.
all of the body parts, But I'm just saying, like, people don't view the scalp like it's skin a lot of times, um,
Right.
and we should. So I went in. So my oil is pretty light, very thin because I wanted the molecules in the oil to be small enough to penetrate and actually be absorbed into the scalp instead of just sitting on the scalp causing more of an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Because I think I saw like some little seeds or some herbs in there, right?
So I don't have any seeds or herbs. I don't really feel like that type of stuff is necessary. Now
Yeah.
I think that it's aesthetically pleasing. I think
Yeah.
that I'm more of like getting to the root of it.
Right.
And so for my oil, I have like the essential oils in their purest form. Some of them can even be digested by mouth. Um, but I prefer to go that route, just to get them in their 100% form. Um, but I do think that having like the actual flower or seed or root is aesthetically pleasing. It's just not my thing.
Right. Okay. Okay. I wanted to ask you, given that we're talking about swim again, and I remember we talked about this in Bible study. I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And you were like, "Girl, I want to hear from you though. Like, what's someone that is always in the sunlight or always outdoors or swimming, knowing what chlorine can do to our hair, and just finding out from Miss Amika, finding out that salt is even damaging. What is something
Salt
that?
is way, way damaging. Like
All right,
beach water.
let's break this up because I see you getting excited. So, what is the first thing I need to do if I'm like I need to protect my hair? What's the journey like?
I think that first and foremost, you probably would just need to start like with a good solid cap.
Okay.
Um, I know that for everybody, I think that styles that are like closer to the scalp, like braids or like just putting the hair in a position where the cap can fit really well is a good thing to do. But I would say just start with the swimming cap. Make sure you have a good one, something that's not loose. I know it doesn't protect you from everything, but it does. It has some protecting factors. You might get some water around your hairline, but um, I mean that's better than completely and always submerging your whole head into chlorine chemical waters or salt water.
Yeah, I'm a affiliate of Hairbrella. I'm not sure if you heard of her, but like she has a big brand where she has It started out with just a cap where you just go out in the rain and it protects your hair, and it's a satin cap.
Yeah.
Now she has swim caps where it's satin and you can pull it on and off, and it looks almost like a nightcap, but it actually is a swim cap and it's satin. So I'll make sure I put that link in the description, as well as my Amazon affiliate links for my swim caps. But
Yeah.
make sure that you get it, like you said, a good swim cap. I know one of the ones that I used was it was called hold on. It was on the tip of my tongue. It's I'm gonna put it in the link if I can't think of it right now. But it was it was like an urban slang term um to on the swim cap. And I'll make sure I tag the link and put it in the video so they're like, yep, that cap right there.
Yeah.
That way y'all can know what I'm talking about. But it really kept my hair dry. Um, and I just found out from Amika, make sure that you put water, not the pool water, but wet it before you put that swim cap on. So that's a good tip too. So I appreciate you like naming that
And I'm
part.
sure I'm sure that she said to wet it because swim caps have like a pulling, they can pull on your hair.
They
And that'll just make it easier for it to come out so you're not like pulling any hair strands out in the process. I have worn a swim cap before and they aren't the most comfortable, so I can imagine that putting like making sure your hair is moisturized, and water is the best moisture for the hair before you put the um cap on. That makes a lot of sense.
what type of protective hairstyles? Because I tell women don't come here with braids, and that's just me. Because especially when you're trying to float backwards, I don't know if you
Yeah,
know.
the
Yeah,
heaviness of the braids.
I'm like, oh,
Like I said, before, I think that like any type of like flat twist, two strand twist that can be pulled back, anything light, if they can do their real hair, without extensions, that's always cool because your real hair is 9 times out of 10 not gonna have as much weight to it as the hair would if it had extensions connected to it. So flat twist, scalp braids, um, twist to the scalp, two strand twist, things of that nature. Any type of like twist or flat twist for sure would benefit you before you put your swim cap on.
when women do wear braids, like what does that do to their hair? I'm being like, what do you think?
I believe as far as like swimming with those styles or to me I feel like for one, they are very heavy. They can add a lot of weight to the roots of your hair once they get wet. Outside of that, just the cleanliness of them once you come out of the water, trying to get them clean, trying to get your real hair in between the extension hair clean. That's going to be tough, and rehydrating your hair after that. People don't usually rehydrate in general without swimming, so I know that doing it coming out of chemical water, people are not going to typically rehydrate their hair the best way that they can.
Do you teach your people how to, like, when they get these braids? Because I know you just focus on natural hairstyles,
Right.
but
But we have a braider here. We have someone who braids.
okay, so like, do you have videos yet? And if you haven't, are you gonna start putting out content? How to, because like you said, like I had that issue one time where I'm thinking, oh, I'm protecting my hair. And I had braids to the scalp, it was crocheted in. I'm going swimming, and man, I've had some breakage after I took that stuff out. So like what can I, or what can these women do if they are getting braids? Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of women of color that think I'm gonna give me some braids, and I'm just like, that's not the way to go when you in this water, man. Like, what would you suggest when they trying to get that regimen going for their braids?
Um, Start with water. If they're gonna wear braids, they need to start with water. I always I always tell, um, I've been telling people lately rather to like if they're going to a braider outside of the salon, I'll suggest retail to them. So like a cream based, like leave in to kind of saturate the hair strands with prior to, like each piece, like you know how they'll put like the pomade on the root to like slick the hair. Just adding like a leave in conditioner cream base to the mid strand of the hair prior to, and not a lot, just enough to kind of keep the hair hydrated, and they can actually re-wet that product with water to kind of reactivate it for like the first week, and then after that, I always suggest like a protein spray. Which can kind of help with breakage. We have an anti breakage spray that we retail to our clients for them to spray at the roots and along the braids, just so like when they're taking them down, they don't deal with a lot of extra shedding. It has a B6 protein built into it, and then we have like a leave-in spray that we retail as well to the client. So if they were not here and they're listening to this, I would just suggest getting like a really good um leave-in spray. Like Hawaiian Silky is kind of like liquidy but cream based, and they can spray their hair with that and keep it soft and pliable, because what happens is people kind of stray away from rehydrating, and so when they take the braids down, their hair isn't pliable, and so it's pretty hard and brittle. And when they're taking the braids down and they're calming out that shedded buildup hair that may have, you know, retained at the root, they end up breaking a lot of hair out because their hair has been dry for weeks and weeks and weeks, instead of consistently spraying, spraying conditioner and water to just keep their hair soft. I think a lot of people are concerned with like the hair kind of curling up in the braids, or just like I want the sleekest look possible for the longest, but you still have to maintain your hair in the process.
So let's go back to the protective hairstyle because I like this. I like the flat twist. I like the two strand twist. I love the one where you get the comb because I get nervous to try to do that at home. I'll be like, I'm about to pull my hair out. And the one where you like, it's like the
The
comb
comb coil,
pull.
finger coil.
Yeah. What's advice about that if you're gonna do it at home and like what's the benefit of just sticking to those hairstyles versus the braids?
Low tension for sure. I feel like most of those styles still offer like kind of like a short term protective style. They offer longevity. That's what I'm trying to say. They still offer a little bit of longevity. I think that a lot of my clients here at the salon have realized that um altering between um like two strand twist, flat twist coils for 2 or 3 weeks at a time is still as beneficial as a set of braids. They still get a lot of wear out of those styles without having to worry about so much tension being on their hair. And then that's what gets them in a routine of getting those styles over and over and over again, because they realize that, okay, I can still keep a style for a few weeks without having to worry about my hair, and it's not something that's damaging my hair.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I like that. Um, when you went swimming, because I know you said you go swimming from time to time. What have you before you started swimming and you started understanding your hair? Did you have challenges when you were like, man, my hair is dry? Like, man, I got to figure out how to keep my hair moisturized, going in and out the water, make sure that I'm protecting it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Typically, when I'm in the water, I am that black girl who like doesn't like to get my hair wet, because I don't like to go through the hassle of dealing with dry hair, or like focusing on getting um, the chlorine out of my hair. So I typically do not even get my hair wet. But I do have clients who are swimmers, who are like teenagers who are on the swim team. And I just use logic when discussing hair care and chlorine. And that usually looks like what we talked about before, which is um, making sure that you are keeping your hair moisturized underneath that cap, making sure that you are um, using your leave-ins and things like that, your cream-based products, just to keep your hair hydrated. Um, Straying away from just getting in the water if possible without a cap on, especially for the ones who are in it often. Protein treatments to re-strengthen the hair once the chemical has kind of broken it down a little bit. And it's not like broken down to the point of no return unless you are consistently getting in and out of that water with your hair unprotected with some type of cap.
When uh one person, they told me I was wrong, and I probably was. I didn't know what I was doing. Washing my hair. When I first got started with my business. I was washing my hair every day, and I want to know from you. Since now I got the tip of making sure I just put regular water in my cap, because I noticed if it's wet before, it's not gonna come off. Uh, and I just have to make sure I just have a bottle of water next to me to do that. So, do I wash my hair every day? Is the question, and and then what does that look like with washing my hair?
So I believe that our hair is pretty much like a flower. So if you water it, it's gonna grow. If you keep it clean, then it's gonna. If you keep your follicles clean, then your hair is gonna grow very well. If you are gonna be washing your hair every day, then after you do that cleanser shampoo to get the chlorine out, you need to always follow up with like a very good moisturizing shampoo and deep conditioner. Um, and then like a cream based, um, like leave in conditioner. If I was a swim coach, I would most definitely, if I know my hair has gotten wet through my cap, I would definitely want to still cleanse my hair because you don't want to leave the chemical on your hair. You want to be able to get it off. So um I don't think that there's a problem with shampooing your hair every day as long as you're not constantly just stripping your hair down with just a cleansing shampoo and then like not following up with the proper
Conditioner,
shampoos and
leave-in
conditioners after
conditioner.
that.
Okay, okay, I got it now. All right, so y'all, we got the regimen. We know how to retain our hair. What's some recommended products that we can help the people with if they're just gonna not go to the salon? They're like, well, I'm trying to save some dollars.
I am not the best person. I'm gonna say strands of faith.
That's that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
say
about.
Strands of Faith
Good
because I
answer.
believe in her
Good
product
answer.
line. And the reason why I say Strands of Faith is because as a professional, I do not recommend I don't recommend drugstore products to my clients, so I'm not familiar with them. And I don't want to tell you anything that is not going to be beneficial to your hair. I work with products based off of science. You don't necessarily have to come in the salon and get them. You can get them from Ulta or online. But we do use All Soft Mega Curls in the salon by Redken. We use a little Mazzani. We use a little bit of Matrix. I'm never gonna recommend anything um, from the drugstore or from the beauty store because I feel like though a lot of those products are consumer based and they don't necessarily get you all the benefits that you need for your hair. They kind of take a trend and ride it for as long as they can, and then they're on to like you know, the next thing. Whereas professional products kind of stick to the issue and they solve the issue, and then it's it. You're
Gotcha.
never going to see a professional product say anything about rice water. You're never going to see a professional product say anything about like really like apple cider, things like that. Like they have a different approach to solving those issues that like smaller brands or like more consumer brands have taken and ran with because that's what's on the internet. So I'm gonna say Strands of Faith because I believe that she has used science to create her product line, and she's also a good friend of mine. So if you can't get in the salon, if you can't get Reiki, then you should go shop Strands of Faith.
There you have it. There you have it. So real quick, how much is someone that's brand new to come in the shop, or and then also how much is it for someone that's trying to get a two strand twist that's a regular to come in the shop?
So at my salon, we have level pricing,
Mm.
which means that depending on the stylist that you go to, the price may vary. So a level one stylist or our starting price is like 85 for just your basic two strand twist deep condition shampoo service. We do have TLC packages that were formerly known as our first time client packages, but we have created it. We have kind of transitioned into them being services that are not necessarily required, but more so like if you feel as though you need that, um, which we call like the first bloom, the first curly girl, or not like first, but like we call it the bloom, we call it the curly girl, we call it the silk press experience, and you kind of get like this long list of treatments and special services done to your hair to help kick off your natural hair care journey. They can start at I think about between like 135, I think. Um, I think it starts at about 135.
Okay. All right. What I want to do is, for when we air this, uh, anybody that watches the entire podcast and they share and comment done on the original post, I personally from Total Body Submersion want to get that sponsored to in support of Jessica. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I would love to collab with that.
Yeah. So hey, we
Good
can do
luck to whoever wins.
yes. So
I mean, good luck to everybody, but
yeah.
that's what I was
And
trying to
depending on
say.
the
Good
number of
luck to whoever
shares,
wins. Not good luck. You're gonna be in
yeah,
great hands, but I think that it's amazing.
yeah. So, and depending on the number of shares, I might throw in one or two of them. So, just depending on how great y'all are. Hey, man, share, share, share. I'm like, do it, comment.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and I just want to, and this is my thank you for Electric Soul, Electric Hair to like just come on, give me one more time. The because
Electric Soul.
Oh, there we go. Electric soul, electric hair. Yeah,
Yeah,
both.
all of the things. All of the things.
Electrify my hair to really grow. I just want to say thank you for your presence coming in on here on Total Body Submersion, giving us that good feedback, that good meat for us to take care of our hair and to have no more excuses
No
to not swim,
problem.
especially for this community. So
Yes.
but I can't wait to air it and I'll put it on my Facebook of what I'm about to. And then once we do, like, hey, share, 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 share,
Yeah,
comment.
make sure you tag me. Make sure you tag the salon. We want to get it to as many people as we possibly can.
Real quick, 'cause I did the same thing for Mika. I want to give you the same love. I know you're about to do the hair expo, any other events, and if you don't mind, just share the details of the hair expo so we can make sure that people come out and they're educated about their natural hair.
Okay, so the Jackson Natural Hair Expo is held on March. It will be March the 2nd at the Mississippi Trademark in Jackson, Mississippi, from 11 to 5. We'll have like an array of speakers, um, natural hairstylists on stage, motivational speakers. Total Submersion will be a vendor this year. We're super excited about that. But we have an array of vendors. Um, and we have a kids zone and all the things, entertainment from Anissa Hampton, aka Big Sexy this year. Rita B will be hosting this year, and we're looking for a great turnout, a good time. Just fellowshipping with each other, learning about natural hair care, learning how to take care of your body, soul, your mind, and all those things.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Jessica, for giving us the tea for that. And we're gonna
Tickets
stay.
are on sale right now for 25. General admission tickets are $25. VIP tickets are 125.
Yeah,
They come with some. That ticket comes with so many things: a swag box,
we're gonna
chef
get
plate.
parts.
Yes, soup. A lot of good perks. Front row seating, to the main stage. Yes.
Awesome. Where can everybody find you at, Jessica?
You can find Electric Soul on Instagram, on Facebook, Electric Soul Hair Salon. That's on Instagram with no spaces, no um, dashes or anything like that. You can find us on Facebook at Electric Soul Hair Salon. For the expo, you can find us www.jacksonjxnnaturalhairexpo.com on Facebook and Instagram, Jackson JXN Natural Hair Expo.
Awesome. And we'll make sure we put all those links in the description. Again, thank you so much, Jessica, for coming on. Thank you all for watching and supporting. And we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. All right. So you can stay on. Hold on.